Welcome to episode 2 of the Allie-RX Show, starring yours truly. Today's review is, of course, what you see in my hand, and that is WWE 13 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii. And as you can see, I have the Austin 316 Limited Edition instead of the standard one with CM Punk on the cover. Now, I gotta say, this version is freaking awesome. I just love the way the packaging was done, you know, with the big Stone Cold Steve Austin smoking skull with the red Terminator eyes. You know, it kind of looks like Terminator in a way. And of course you get a different cover with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, what does this version come with? An autographed card of Stone Cold, signed by him of course, codes to unlock Mike Tyson and Stone Cold Steve Austin's alternate attire, and last but not least, disc 3 of the Stone Cold DVD, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. I gotta tell you, this is some amazing things they did with this version. I paid nearly $100 for this version because it was only available on the WWEshop.com store and the THQ online store. It wasn't available on GameStop or any retail like that. But anyway, let's get on with the actual game itself. Now, when WWE 13 was officially announced, it gained so much hype, mainly due to the inclusion of the Attitude Era. And when WWE 13 was officially released, it gained critical acclaim from many reviewing sites. Now, I've hated the SmackDown vs. Raw series for a very long time, and I've been against Ukes ever since they made really crappy wrestling games. Just think with SmackDown vs. Raw 07 or 08, yeah, somewhere around that. But with the critical acclaim WWE 13 got, and with the Attitude Era roster and storyline and features and stuff, I just had to buy this game. So how good is WWE 13? Let's find out. Before I start this review, I just want to get this out of the way. I never played WWE 12. I know some of you are going to say that WWE 13 is the same as WWE 12 but with an Attitude Era roster, but it won't apply to me because I never played the predecessor. All I know about WWE 12 is that it's exactly the same as 13 minus the Attitude Era. I have, however, played the SmackDown vs. Raw series up until around 2008 or 2009 or so. And I can tell you right now, for the most part, WWE 13 is a big improvement. How much did they improve? Well, first, let's take a look at the gameplay. In the SmackDown vs. Raw series, the controls were a mess. For example, you had to use the right analog stick and the shoulder and trigger buttons to do different grapples, different moves, different Irish whip moves, and so on. And that was a huge step back from the older wrestling games with the simple controls and everything. You didn't use the force face buttons for grappling or striking, or you didn't use them as easily as the old SmackDown games in Day of Reckoning. In WWE 13, however, the controls are much easier. Let me explain how the controls work. To strike, simply press the square button, or X if you're playing the Xbox 360 version. To grapple, press the X button, or A if you're playing the Xbox 360 version. While grappling, press any of the 4 face buttons along with a direction to perform various moves. And there's tons of moves you can perform, even with a weapon or while you're on a table or near a barricade. Also, while grappling, hold R1 or right button and press any of the 4 face buttons to grapple using the limb target system. This is good if you want to weaken a certain body part to successfully perform a submission. To perform a submission maneuver, hold X, and while the breaking point submission is being applied, rapidly tap all 4 face buttons to apply pressure. You can also do this while you are in a submission by your opponent to escape. With a signature move or finisher stored, press triangle or Y to perform your signature or finisher. Where to perform it depends on the type of finisher your wrestler has. Everything else is pretty straightforward.
Not only that, the game tells you to press a certain button during certain moments such as comebacks and tests of strength. So the grappling system is much better and easier than the one seen in the SmackDown vs. Raw games. However, I still prefer the grappling system in the original SmackDown series as well as the GameCube WrestleMania games and Day of Reckoning. I guess THQ and Yuke still want to focus on the full-fledged realism, forget about the roots of the series. This game and WWE 12 use an engine called Predator technology, which makes the game look and feel more realistic while at the same time making the game fun. For example, when you're playing as two super heavyweights like the Big Show and Mark Henry, and you perform a superplex off the top rope, the ring literally breaks.
Can't be good. This is not going to be good. The ring has collapsed. It's imploded.
That is fucking awesome. Now I've talked about the gameplay, let's look at the presentation and content. First off, the entrances and animation for the most part are amazing. They truly capture the way the WWE entrances are in real life, especially with the Attitude Era entrances. There's tons of match types to play in. Cage match, Hell in a Cell, TLC, table match, ladder match, Inferno match, hardcore match, Money in the Bank, and many more. The roster is huge. There's over 70 wrestlers to choose from as well as DLC guys. Half from the PG era and half from the Attitude Era, although some of them have duplicates from both eras like Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Chris Jericho, and The Big Show. You have guys like CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, and John Cena from the PG era, and on the Attitude Era side, you got guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin, DX, Mankind, Shawn Michaels, Ken Shamrock, and many more. There's also an abundance of arenas to choose from both PG and Attitude eras. Raw is War, the original SmackDown with the Ovaltron, Sunday Night Heat, and many more. But if you don't want to play as anyone from either eras, you can always play as a created wrestler and fight in a created arena. More on that later. But right now, let's talk about the season mode in this game, the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era mode kicks so much ass! The storylines are very close to the events that happen in real life, and it's definitely one hell of a nostalgia trip. Now, I won't spoil you on what storylines are in the game, but it definitely has some memorable moments and matches like Shawn Michaels vs. Stone Cold at WrestleMania 14, and The Rock vs. Mankind in the I Quit match at Royal Rumble 99. You have to complete certain objectives to see all the moments in the game though. And it also plays video and audio clips from past WWF footage. Sadly, the WWF logos and initials are censored. I guess THQ wanted to play safe in terms of copyright with the World Wildlife Fund. Now I know what you PG WWE fans are thinking. Hey, that's not fair! The season mode only has Attitude Era storylines. Why can't I play as John Cena, Rey Mysterio, or Sheamus? Well, that's where the Universe mode comes in. In this mode, you can set up your own roster, book your own matches, put the titles on the line however you want, create your own shows and pay-per-views, set up your own schedule, check rankings, advanced storylines, and many more. But even though you can play as the PG era guys in this mode as well as creative superstars, the only wrestlers that have cutscenes and advancing storylines are the Attitude Era guys, unfortunately. If you keep playing matches with guys like CM Punk, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler and so on, you're just going to get matches and that's it. You'll be extremely lucky to even get a cutscene involving them. So basically this game has 75% Attitude Era content. No PG Era season mode and little to no storyline and cutscene for PG Superstars and Universe mode. Now this doesn't bother me too much because I bought this game mainly for the Attitude Era, but if you want to play WWE 13 and don't care about the Attitude Era at all, you might be a little disappointed to hear about this. Now let's talk about the best feature in the game, creations. Even though the SmackDown vs. Raw series were really crappy, the one thing that was consistently good throughout the entire series is the create mode and edit mode. And WWE 13 is no exception. You can customize your wrestlers in many different ways. White, black, Asian, red, green, blue, tall, short, small, midget, athletic, classy, street brawler, mass superhero, male, female, transvestite, and many more. And of course you can give your wrestler his or her own moveset. Not only that, but you can also create your own signature moves for your wrestler. They also took a page out of the Fire Pro Wrestling Returns and added the ability to create your own logo. And just like in Fire Pro Returns, I suck at creating my own logo. And like I said earlier, you can create your own arena and ring. This feature is fucking amazing. You can customize just about everything. The Titantron, the lighting, how the stage looks, the ramp, the size of the arena, the number of fans in attendance, how the announcer's table looks, and of course the ring itself. You can change the ring to different colored ropes, aprons, turnbuckles, and you can add your own logo to the center of the ring. You can also create your own entrances. You can arrange the entrances in however you want with different stage taunts, different ramp taunts, different walk, and different in-ring taunt. Watch as the ring announcer announces my name when I enter the ring. And finally, you can create your own storylines. So if you don't want to play Attitude Era mode or Universe mode, there's this. So while Fire Pro Wrestling Returns is still superior in the create department, this game comes very close, and I had a lot of fun with the creations feature. But if you're lazy and you don't want to create wrestlers on your own, you can always go to the community creations and download more CAWs. And these guys on PSN did such great jobs with their creations, and it's always fun to see what they make. Unfortunately, you gotta deal with the shitty servers that can barely connect, which leads me to the most disappointing feature in the entire game: the online. The only good features from the online mode are downloading DLC and the community creations. That's it. The online multiplayer sucks. Want to play against other people online? Good luck with that, because you have to be extremely lucky to successfully connect to a match. WWE 13 has the worst servers I have ever seen in any online game. Every time I look for a ranked match, the game tells me that I'm unable to connect to the servers, or the session is full, or go fuck myself. And even when I do connect to a match, I immediately get kicked out before the match even starts. So to THQ, 2K Sports, or whoever the hell is in charge of the servers, fix your goddamn servers already, please! The online multiplayer isn't the only problem in this game. Sometimes when you do a move, most notably a signature or finisher, the game suffers from major slowdown issues, and it gets very, very annoying. Though I think this problem is only on the PS3 version. I don't think the Xbox 360 and Wii version have this problem, but I'm not too sure. I'm very skeptical about playing those versions. Another problem in this game is the AI. Is that really a surprise? It doesn't hurt the game like in the SmackDown vs. Raw series, but it can still get annoying at times. For example, your opponent could go outside the ring, walk around for a few seconds, possibly break the announcer's table, and then get back in the ring for no apparent reason. Isn't that stupid? Also, no matter what difficulty you have the game set it to, your opponent at times can either not do anything at all and make the match very easy, or reverse every single move you try to do. And I always found that shit very annoying, especially in the Attitude Era mode. Also, don't forget the random glitches that happen in the game. Also, the commentary. It sucks. As usual. I know this is gonna come off kind of biased, but I hate the commentary in most wrestling games. You wanna know why? Because it's so repetitive, and the commentators don't put as much enthusiasm as they do in real life. Here's the perfect example.
Chainsaw Charlie goes behind. Chainsaw Charlie squeezing down on the head. Chainsaw Charlie. Chainsaw Charlie has the headlock. Chainsaw Charlie has the arm. Chainsaw Charlie controlling the head.
This is why I only have voiceover enabled during the Attitude Era mode. it's disabled on everything else. The graphics are very good, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. It's more or less the same as in the previous installments. In fact, I think the graphics in the SmackDown vs. Raw series looked a lot better. Also, some of the wrestlers look nothing like their real life counterparts. I mean, take a look at The Rock. He looks like Donkey Kong. As for the music, well, there really isn't much to say about the music. The only original song this game has is Revolution by Pennywise. Everything else is entrance themes during the menu screen. And of course entrances before the match begins. And during matches, there's no music at all. Which means you gotta listen to the horrible commentary unless you disable it. You know, if THQ didn't want to pay for unlicensed music anymore, why not just use original music again? Hell, bring back the original techno music from the PS1 SmackDown games. So apart from the Superstar entrance themes, the music is virtually non-existent. I really wanted to give this game a gold, I really do. But with the few issues I mentioned in this game, it prevented me from doing so. But despite these issues, WWE 13 is still a good wrestling game, but it's not one of the best wrestling games of all time like many people claim it is. It's no Fire Pro or Aki, but it's really fun to play, and if you're an Attitude Era fan, I definitely recommend it. I give WWE 13 a silver. I wonder what 2K Sports will offer with the next installment. Will they make another themed game like WWE 13 with the Attitude Era? Or will they just stick with the current roster like SmackDown vs. Raw and WWE 12? Will they fix the bugs, AI, commentary, and online in the next installment as well? Only time will tell.
So that was my review of WWE 13 here on the Allie-RX Show. Now I want your opinion. Do you think this review was better than last time? Do you think it was worse? Do you think it was more or less the same? Do you agree with what I said in the review? Do you disagree? Or do you simply not care? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you really love this review, make sure you rate, favorite, subscribe, share, whatever, so that your friends, family, co-workers, and other people can enjoy. Tune in next time when I review Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm Allie-RX, and I tell it like it is.